Like I'm not sitting there like I don't want to do it. It's just like I'm past that.
For me, there's a threshold I hit in 30 minutes, and I hate it because I can work amazing for like 30 minutes, and then it's like, bro, what the fuck? I can't think. I can't think right.
Yeah,
My main my problem is like I'll try to do shit, and I can't switch things quick enough. You
yeah.
know,
Yep.
like I'll be typing for like an hour, like an email for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, now I have to do eight other things, and this is how my brain is working, and it's very slow. And I don't remember why I had to do thing number three anymore because that was so long ago.
It's rough, man. I'll tell you, I didn't realize how much sleep affected your entire life, like your mood and your ability to think and all that. But I also have noticed that when I take supplements that are designed for brain function and brain health, I actually
Hmm.
notice a difference in my ability to process thoughts and like actions and stuff like that. So like I started
Mm.
taking L-tyrosine, but I also started taking tryptophan, which everybody knows is in Turkey, whatever. But it actually helps regulate sleep and wake cycles.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been taking that and it's been helping a lot. But last night I did not sleep well at all. I was up till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Just you know what it is. I already know the answer to this because everybody's like,
What?
oh, I know why you didn't sleep well last night. No, you don't. For me, it's caffeine. I was drinking caffeine and I was drinking caffeine till like 4 p.m. But I can sleep. It's not the problem of going to sleep. It's just like I don't want to go to sleep, and then when I just lay there, I'm just like I'm not doing this.
I feel that. Wait, what am I? I don't feel that. Okay, because I have a. Sorry, I'm turning this off. Because okay.
That's like a mind clearing bell. Like thoughts are gone now. I can't think anything. It's like was it a neuralizer?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say something, but fuck what I was gonna say, cause yeah. So I went. I was shot a music video this last weekend, and I was running around LA looking like for prop stores, and I find this one that apparently is like the biggest non-union prop place in America.
Okay, can you pause? Why does non-union matter? Like, why did you feel that was relevant to this story?
'Cause that's what he said.
Okay.
Uh,
I just like, does it make the props different, or is it just like you get a
no, it
better
makes.
experience?
They have less. They have less money. They have less shit. That's
Ah,
all.
okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. That's terrible. But anyway, continue.
No, but it's crazy though because like they have everything. So I don't know what a union prop place would be, but he has like 60,000 foot warehouses on the same block, the same thing in Atlanta, a giant underground maze of props and everything you've ever seen from Indiana Jones to Die Hard to Star Wars to Men in Black to Kesha music videos to Method Man shit.
What?
Bro, he has the neuralizer.
No way. He has like literal props and everything, like all of it.
Bro, he has the memory stick from Men in Black. He has it.
So
He
what
has
did
the
you
one
end
that
up taking for your music video? I gotta know.
nothing because everything's too expensive. But
You can't like rent it. It was like a buy situation.
you absolutely can. But like he told me, I just needed guns. I needed prop guns. And he told me he's like, bro, go buy brand new airsoft guns. It'll be cheaper than renting from us.
Okay, that's a really good idea actually. Just take the orange thing off the front and you're good. Or
Yeah,
you
I
can
got. I
spray paint
didn't
it.
have to buy. I had some friends that gave me some. I put a black tape on it. It was cool.
Nice.
But yeah, it made me. Why did I bring that up?
Why'd you bring what up?
Props.
Oh, because I brought up the nebulizer or the
The
neuralizer.
neb.
Is it nebulizer? It's not a nebulizer. Nebulizer is that thing that you when you're like have that when you got like respiratory shit, you inhale it. You ever use a nebulizer before? Probably not. It's a
No, but I know what you mean though. It's not. It's not a. Is it like the breathing test thing?
it's not like it kind of looks like it, but it's literally so it's a little vial. I don't know what's in the vial, but you put the vial inside of this little like tube and you put your mouth on the tube and you breathe in and out. It's just a tube. It's like a plastic tube, right? And then it's got a bottom on it, kind of like those things that you spray on your lawn, like that just like use water. So it's that, but it's air. and it's just turning the whatever the solution is into a vapor, and you're just inhaling it, and that's all it is. But the solution that you're inhaling is some sort of a either like a steroid or some form of medicine that's making your respiratory system work better. But yeah, that's what a nebulizer is. A neuralizer, which is implying that it's obliterating your neurons, which is
Okay.
yeah, that's what's in Men in Black.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that was a fun little trip down memory lane for me. Being raised in a house with doctors, I had a lot of experiences like that where I experienced like medical equipment at home, where it's just like that. I know people don't experience that at all, but
Is it like vaping medicine?
that's quite literally what it is. Actually, that's a good way to put it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was vaping before vaping was cool.
My friend, I think I might have told you this, ended up in a wheelchair in the hospital,
From
passed out
vaping?
from that plus endless blunt smoking. He has asthma.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Did his
Yeah.
lungs
Yeah.
collapse or something?
Yep.
Oh, I've heard of that happening. That's rough. That's like misery right there.
He was like the doctors. It wasn't even like sugar coated. There was ultimatum. It was like quit or die. Yeah.
Another thing that my mom, speaking of, what's it called? Smoking. My mom was telling me because she lives in Colorado now and she works at the hospital. She was telling me that if you smoke weed every day, that
Excuse me. This is the movie. All right, go ahead.
smoke weed. Yeah. If you do that, you actually don't. Your body doesn't. Let me rewind. If you smoke weed every day,
Hmm.
actual drugs don't work. So if you go to get surgery and they give you like pain medication, it doesn't work.
Right.
Or you need lots more of it, so they basically won't give you any and they'll just tell you to go home and smoke. Like they
I
won't
can
give you
attest.
any. Huh?
I can. I can attest to this. You're right.
Really? Yeah. I mean, I can agree to that. I definitely don't think pain medication works as well as it should.
Because I mean, the whole gateway thing is very true.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, it's the door. It makes every other drug seem a lot more doable and approachable.
There we go. Uh huh.
Yeah, it just makes other drugs a lot more approachable because you're like, oh man, I can do that. I can do other drugs. Let's go. Actually, let me rewind that. I'm going to take that back. That just gives weed a bad name. Here's what it really is it's alcohol. Alcohol is the gateway drug because if you get really drunk, you'll do anything. That's when Coke comes out. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
By the way, we have three, uh, or sorry, four demos.
One. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make that known before we got too deep into it, but we'll play them in a
Thank
minute.
you.
Um, yeah, dude, that's crazy. That smoking and all that shit. Like, I don't know. It really does take a strong-minded person to be able to not do drugs their whole life. You meet those
Yeah.
people, like they're like, yeah, no, I don't drink. I'm like, oh, okay. I like never smoked a cigarette, never. I'm like, what? You're like 40. How is that possible? You just like raw dog life the whole time? They drink coffee always though.
They do always be drinking.
I mean, so
I
look
feel
at like a ex addict or someone who's in recovery. Cigarettes and caffeine are like the bee's knees.
like, because they are drugs, though.
They are. They make you
Nicotine.
feel.
Caffeine.
So nicotine's a funny one too because when I used to vape, I used to defend it with science because that's how I usually do everything. Nicotine in small doses, it's not even the nicotine that's bad for you, it's the vaping, but the nicotine in small doses is actually a nootropic stimulant type drug. So what it does is it actually stimulates your thoughts, and it makes you like it makes you faster. It's like Adderall. It like makes you think faster and connect thoughts faster, and like that's why a lot of people would smoke and during work back in the day before they knew about the health risks because
Hmm.
it would help get work done. You could focus. Your focus was better. That's what I was trying to say. You have a lot more focus for that time being, but the half life of nicotine is so short. That's where it becomes a problem because you just, I mean, every 20 minutes smoking a cigarette.
Mm,
Or
yeah.
that's why nicotine patches are the jam. If you really want to get some shit done, put on a nicotine patch. You'll fly.
Adderall works for me sometimes, but not all the time.
You're not taking enough of it. No, Adderall's weird, man. So I've talked to a chemist about Adderall and meth, and
Hmm.
they're actually so similar that they were describing to me the feeling, and they were like, "Yeah, so if you've ever taken too much Adderall, imagine that times like 10, but then you just can't turn it off. Like Adderall is like you're always almost right there. You're at this like peak of some kind. I don't know if that's relatable to you or not, but I can definitely relate to that. Adderall is like
Hmm.
you get these bursts of like, oh, it's just like this like euphoric like whatever when you take enough of it.
Hmm.
That is the opposite of what like meth is like. They're saying that meth is like the opposite side that it will never go down. Instead of Adderall where it'll never like cross this certain threshold, meth it never goes down. Like you're just spending the whole time trying to come down off of it and not go up. It's so funny.
So
You,
that's why meth heads are fucking like angry.
oh yeah, you're and the other thing too is that you're so you get used to it because it lasts
Hmm.
forever. It's like a 3 day high. You get so used to it. Again, I'm not speaking from experience. I'm speaking to somebody else because I was so curious. I'm like, I'm never going to do it. I just have to know what is it like. And they were telling
It's a
me,
3 day.
I mean, it definitely can be, but yeah, it's that's why like, yeah, crack is up and down, but meth goes forever, bro. I let me tell you my first experience with somebody that was doing meth, and I had no idea. I went to Bonnaroo in 2009, and we got there and it was like a caravan. There was like 4 or 5 of us, 4 or 5 cars plus people inside each car. And we get there and these people stay up all night setting up our camp. And I didn't think anything of it. I mean, people stay up all night all the time. It's a music festival. So on day 3 of the festival, I'm standing on top of the van that we drove there and the sun is setting and I'm standing with this guy that was there and he's like, "Man, I'm tired." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." He's like, "Yeah, I haven't slept in 3 days." I was like, "Oh, why?" He's like, "Oh man, we've been smoking meth this whole time." I'm like, "What the fuck? You've been up this whole time?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I've been up since we got here." I was like, "Bro, we got here on Thursday. It's fucking Saturday."
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, and ever since that moment, I was like, "What is this? What is this? What's this?
That's
What's this?"
it right there.
Dude, that's some shit. I will never. Are you kidding me? No way.
That's hilarious though. You
Can
just
you?
thought they were like productive people.
I did. I legit thought that they were just excited to be there. I'm just happy to be here. Like, fucking what? No, we're high on that. Yeah, but anyway, enough about
Okay.
drugs. So yeah, what you were talking about a music video. We can bring it back to music and then we'll play some music. But you were telling me you shot a music video. Is that for a song that we've heard before?
Yeah, it's for time. Oh wow, it's for time kills.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be a good video.
I'm gonna. Um, I'll just say this. I feel like it's on. Words are not good right now.
It's fine.
I'm doing this.
You're leveling up.
Right. With okay, so with it, yeah, with every video, I feel like there's a clear showcase of a level up in some direction somehow, especially with the most recent ones. Because so I work with these two guys, the two squareheads as they call themselves, and for the first 4 videos we did together, one of them was directing and editing and filming primarily music videos, and the other was doing the secondary content, like the skits and stuff.
Yeah.
And we switched that around, so now it's one doing the other. I think we're gonna stick with where we are right now because this seems to be work a lot smoother, and ideas seem to be flowing a lot better, and things of that nature. I think really just because the guy is just has a different mind that I think resonates more with my vision.
Okay.
But they're both great people and hard workers. But I think this guy just has more to do that like I agree with, so to speak.
Makes sense.
Um, yeah. So I just say that to say I'm excited, and I feel like I'm headed in a better direction now with these videos.
I think that's the ultimate thing for me as an artist that I like to chase. We've talked about this before, and I'm a big proponent of this. I'm a big preacher, or I back this a lot. I really think it's a good idea to focus on that feeling of leveling up and focus on the it's the journey, yes, but also I think that that's really, for me, that's the most one of the most fulfilling parts of being an artist, is seeing myself grow as an artist, whether it be in any way creatively, whether it be in my musical, how it sounds, in how I market myself, in my style, in my genre, anything like that. I think for me, that's pretty much what keeps me going, is when I do exactly what you're talking about. I look back and I play my track, and then I'm like, wow, that's this is better than the last one, but the last one was better than the one before that. This is a growth path. This is solid. Like, you can visibly see the growth, and that for me is what makes being an artist super worth it. But before I lose this train of thought, I wanted to ask this question. I actually wrote it down, but I don't need to look at it because I remember. How important do you think it is to be adaptable as an artist? And what I mean by that, because adaptable can mean a bunch of different things. When, as an artist, you're not seeing results, like we've talked about before with the payments of the tokens or whatever, the chips, how important is it to be adaptable to you versus staying the course because it's what you believe in?
It's a great question, man. Um, I think that answer is different for every single person you ask because of varying circumstances. For example, if I couldn't afford for this shit not to work for 2 years, I'd probably have to change my path. You know. But then again, you know, right now music isn't my primary source of income. There's practically no income that comes from it. My income goes into it. So that being said, I'm not reliant on it for money. So if I decided I couldn't continue to pursue it at the level I am right now, I could still be creative. I could still do what I needed to do. I would just have to spend less on it. You know, I decided, especially because I'm young, I'm like, okay, I'm going to invest here and see what happens, essentially.
Yeah.
Do everything I'm supposed to do. But I think on a more broad sense, the answer to that would be just being honest with yourself in asking how much work you've really put in. Like, I think we all kind of know, you know, if we're not lying to ourselves. Like, everybody wants to ask a trainer, how do I lose it, bro? Go fucking work out. There's no specific way. Go do it for like 2 months. You'll figure it out, bro. Like, you just want somebody to tell you do it the specific way to make it seem harder. No, it's not difficult. Get up and go, you know? So that's kind of how I look at everything, and especially stuff that you are passionate about and decide to pursue, like music. You know, you have I'm a year plus. I don't see the full vision, but I'm a year plus from saying I did everything I possibly could and didn't make it. I'm way far from that point. I know everything that's in my current path and plan and and I still know that when I hit all these things and do all these things, regardless of the numbers that happen when I do them, there will be more. You know.
Exactly.
So, I mean, Central C. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a big, recently, you know, blew up like UK rapper.
Okay.
Really big. he, he's been making music. He said multiple times in interviews he did this shit for 10 years. He's a young guy, so he started like 16. You know, but 9 years of nothing, like, and that, from poverty, from he didn't work a job, he did what he had to do, but 9 years of that, of just not giving up. Just, I make music, bro. How can I be
Wait,
homophobic?
that's
My
that's who
bitch is
the
gay.
yeah, that's who this is. Okay.
The stick is gay. Yeah, yeah,
Bet. Okay. Yeah. So where did you hear this? Did you watch like an interview or something?
yeah, 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 yeah. I don't, you know. Sometimes I'm on social media, I see things, and I like that comes up in my head sometimes when I think about this, because I don't want this to take no 10 years, but I feel like,
That's not that long,
again,
dude. People work at jobs for 40 years and get shit on.
you're right. You're not wrong. I said I don't want it to take 10 years. Let's put it that way. Okay? But I'll be like, if it works out in 2, I'll still be doing it in 10. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want it to take 10 to necessarily start being rewarding. But again, I think that question comes from how much you really want something. You know,
I think
everybody's circumstances are different. Go
Well,
ahead,
yeah,
sorry.
I think it can be also. I think it can be rewarding in different ways at each level, though. Like I was just saying,
Yeah,
it's rewarding for me to see myself grow as an artist right now, and it's not necessarily that I'm getting the accolades or the awards or the attention or the money or any of that stuff. It's but as I grow as an artist, that those are the things that are other types of fulfilling pieces to it. But
sure, sure, sure.
I think that you touched on a point earlier that I think that is a big piece for me as well, is not relying on music being a main source of income. I've seen two different success stories. I've seen multiple success stories, but two definitely that are stand out. One is the what we're doing, and that's not making it a source of income so that you can focus on it creatively and not have that pressure. And then the opposite is what I've seen also work. And I think that goes back to what you were saying is it's circumstantial based on your life circumstances and kind of
Yeah,
who you are. But I've also seen people be able to be extremely successful by just chopping themselves at the knees essentially, or like back putting themselves in a wall, or as they say, here's a good analogy, they burn the ship. They sail
right.
onto an island, they burn the ship, and they force themselves, they force their hand, and that works too. I think you have to know yourself well enough to be able to know what that looks like for you.
Right.
And I think that's basically what you said already. So we're on the same page with that. I was just thinking earlier about where this question even came from is myself and where I'm at just now in life and in music. And I find that these times, and when I say these times, I mean the times where I'm not necessarily 100% focused on music or 100% making that my priority, we'll say,
Mhm.
then I get excited now. I used to get really upset because for me as a newer artist, I thought that that wasn't productive, and I've found that it was my
What was
perspective. Not working so not working on music every day, not being on social media like marketing myself every day, just being consistent in terms of music, which everyone is all about, like gotta be consistent, you gotta, which I've done. So I'm not saying that I've like earned it, check mark, I'm done with it, but I'm now seeing the value in the rest, but it's not even rest because I'm going through other things. It's just finding other things to be excited about and giving music a break
Yeah.
allows me to be excited to come back to it and not look at it in this like like a chore or
Mm.
how it. And also we have this tendency as artists to get really focused in when we're like go 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 go, and it almost is to a hindrance because it doesn't allow, like for me at least, I'll speak for myself, it doesn't allow me to gain new inspiration, so it becomes
Yeah.
rinsed, it becomes the same thing over and over
Yeah.
again because you're using the same cup that you haven't refilled yet. So I think it's important to understand that there are going to be ups and downs and seasons in your journey as an artist. However, there's value in being consistent in your mindset around being an artist and not just being in the studio or working on
Absolute,
music.
absolute. Okay, that's a huge one. That's man. People swear like right place, right time, but if you don't have what it takes to perform in that place, then it's the wrong time. You know. Um, wanted to mention something. Oh, so I think what helps me as far as maintaining the inspiration while also doing the consistency thing is putting the least pressure on the stuff that on paper matters the most, like the actual songs
Mm.
or the actual content or my creative direction, right? And then putting more pressure on things that are simple and handleable, like deadlines or like I don't know, like posting on social media is simple. Like I can whip out my phone in 20 seconds, think of some bullshit to say on TikTok, and get
Mm-hmm.
200 views for my day, and I'm cool. Grab 2 followers, great, awesome. You know, um, same thing though. Like the social media thing. This is why I'm trying to hone it in the way I am because I want it to be so easy. I don't enjoy it necessarily. I enjoy some aspects of it, but like I like what I put out. I like creating what I put out, and I like the way I put it out, and I because it's like my vision, right? I enjoy what I do there. But the fact of where it is, and like almost every time I go on social media, obviously just because it's designed this way, I get dragged into other people's shit, and I shit you not, bro, it's depressing.
Oh my
Like
God.
it, not even just because I'm looking at some shit. Like I used to be when I was a little younger. I used to have like the FOMO every time I
Oh
go
my
on
God. Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh, my life
Like
sucks.
and it took a long time, honestly, for me to not compare myself to Drake, you know. And at the end of the day, I didn't even stop doing it because I was like, he's just so lit, and I'll just never like I never looked at it that way. I just stopped looking at it like I had to be somebody else, like I could be where I want to be. I might be on the same boat, flying the same type of plane, doing whatever the fuck I want to do in 15 years from now, but none of it's going to be exactly what Drake did anyways.
Yeah, because he's
I
Drake
mean,
and
that's like a
you're
dumb little
cloudy.
metaphor to show like I'm not supposed to be another person, and especially I'm not supposed to be them right now. I'm supposed to be right where I'm at right now. You know?
Yeah, you're right where you're supposed to be. The whole fun cliche of that.
Say again.
I said you're right where you're supposed to be. You can't. There's no one else quite like you, and that's what matters. And
Thanks, bud.
it's
Oh
all
yeah, yeah,
it's all that it's all that that makes. Oh man, it's the older I get, it's stuff like that, and I say it, and I used to cringe, but now I say it, and I'm like, yeah, damn right. It's that easy. It's that simple, and I love that you brought up it's simple, be, because that's been the focus of just this season is not trying to get caught
yeah.
up in the how or the what even.
Yes, just do it.
Just do it, and it's less about the like the grit and the grind and more about the okay, whatever I wanted to do didn't work, so let's just do it a different way, or I just basically go with it and see how it works, and that's been really nice. It
Amazing you bring
sucks.
that up.
It sucks, but it's been nice. It's like how
It's
discipline gives you freedom.
mm-hmm.
That's a fun one, but when you realize that discipline really does give you freedom, that is super. That's kind of I look at it the kind of the same way as what I was just saying.
It's crazy you bring that up though, because it's something I like. It's something I've literally been contemplating a lot, and to some degree coming to some understandings about over the last couple of days. As far as I think, what helps me think about this issue, or it applies to more things than just this, but this is where it's purely prevalent, is writing music and
Mm.
or creating music. And so I told you I'm doing this like job at the studio. I'm learning how to engineer on Pro Tools and stuff.
I don't think you did. That's sick.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Wait,
So
like, is it a paid gig or is it like an internship?
not yet, because I'm not. I mean, I've punched their clients in, but I don't like. They have this.
It's a mentorship program. It's an internship.
Yeah, but I'm not paying. It's like they're just good people. They wanted to intern me to
That,
eventually have me be one of their other engineers.
so that's what real mentorship is. That's what blacksmiths used to do back in the day. You get an apprentice, which is that's literally what you're doing. You're an apprentice to them. They're teaching you for the real goal of developing someone from a new generation to bring forward. That's exactly how the music industry should work. We should be having the legends, the ones who have been doing it for 40 years, showing the ones that have just started, because otherwise you're going to gatekeep it and die. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah, I don't disagree, but I bring that up to say, um, I'm in there 2 days ago, and this guy comes in. He's like, the music's tough. Like, best way I could describe it would be like he's coming up out of Roddy Ricch's entourage from LA.
Mm.
Um, and the engineer is in it. Like, I'm kind of halfway watching the session, halfway doing my own shit, and I'm in there like when they're getting started, and the engineer who's like owns the studio is asking him, or asked him at the beginning, so ready to go? Are you about to read off your phone? You want to punch in? And he goes, read off my phone. He looks at me. He's like, bro, trying to do me. I'm not a rookie. Like, and then he wants to punch. No, just hear me out.
I'm following, but I love his reaction to that question. It's such a yeah. Go.
It was funny. It was funny too because I'm dead ass on my phone writing a song.
Yeah,
As he
like
looks at me.
you're like you mean like I'm about to do, bro? Like.
So I leave a room to go write my song, and I'll make a really fire song. Like, I'll write some really fire shit. But what gets me to that point is writing in a way where there's no pressure on what I write.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, what I realized is I wrote a couple other fire songs like last week, and it was because I gave myself, like, I had a general theme.
Mm.
So whenever I run out of ideas, I go back to that general theme. Last week I was doing some demos for somebody. It was sports. So like I pick a thing like that, right? And then I write however I want. And then whenever mine goes blank, okay, bar that references X. And then it kind of like so I don't have to think too hard, you know. I do that.
No, I like
I
that.
like it. I go home. I make the song. And I also stopped writing halfway through because I didn't want to force anything. So I was like, I literally put in my notes freestyle the rest,
Oh
right?
hell yeah, that's really cool.
So I get home, I do my thing, and I realized the first part of the song is fire, but I like the second part more. The part I freestyle. Now, I bring that back to say, like, I think the hook is what it is because I wrote it. But that being said, when I didn't try, shit kind of came to me. Shit fell into my lap, so to speak. And I've noticed that with everything good in my life ever, is that when I just put myself into it and don't worry about the outcome or don't worry exactly about how I'm doing it, don't necessarily feel like it has to be anything. It just has to be the best I can do, whatever that is in the moment. Like, I'll know what that is because I'm a perfectionist. So if something doesn't hit, I'll know. But it doesn't have to. I don't have to know what's gonna hit beforehand. So like now, I like ready to write some shit and just stop myself. Like, no, I'm gonna just go and take the moment and do this in the studio. But it's weird because it's the very new mentality for me applying this to the rest of my life because I'm so used to to planning and to like, I'm not gonna remove scheduling and shit from my life, but as far as knowing exactly how I'm gonna get a thing done when it's a big thing, you know. But I think what'll make things work out better for me, just in general, will kind of be like a habit of not thinking about it, which
Yeah.
is weird to say.
Well, so it makes sense. It's like trying to hold a fistful of sand. It just doesn't work. You just gotta like let go and let it do its thing. I have two thoughts to that, and I'm so glad you brought this up and that we're talking about this. So one analogy I have that is really helpful for me when doing that
Hmm.
is realizing that you don't grab. So grabbing this cup, you don't grab this cup. You grab the cup. Like, you don't grab the cup. You're not using your arm and saying, like, grab the cup and grab the cup, right? You just do it. I look at those types of situations in the same way, where you don't have to tell your brain, like, consciously to grab the cup or to do XYZ. Your body knows what to do in the moment, which is exactly what you're saying, where
Mm,
you'll know exactly what to do in the moment. Why worry about or plan about what you think is going to happen in the future when you already know that you're going to do what you have to do to make it work then? Because your mood's going to be different in the future, your mindset's going to be different, everything's going to be different essentially. So to try and plan that, and this is what you're kind of coming up on, is trying to just plan for these things and trying to make things your way and
right.
is is often a very unfruitful and very frustrating experience, because there are so few things in our control that we're better off focusing on ourselves and how we respond to our environments, one, but also allowing ourselves and trusting ourselves enough to be capable in the moment, whether that's being in social situations. That's a really big one too, is that we get social anxiety because we as humans get social anxiety because we aren't sure what we're going to say, and we don't
Hmm.
know what's going to happen. We don't know if that person is going to like us. We have all these subconscious thoughts, but it doesn't matter, because that person's also thinking the same things about you and themselves. So if you go into a social situation understanding that nobody knows what's going to happen and it's okay, you're like, this person is safe, essentially, if they're a friend, we'll say, that is a much more fruitful and less frustrating just existence in general.
Yeah, being yeah. I definitely been there. Bro. Like, it happened when I stopped smoking weed,
Oh,
and
well,
then
yeah. Well, weed'll make you
but then
focus on the
try
shit.
it again. Like, I would be okay when I didn't smoke. Like, when I stopped,
Mm-hmm.
I was fine, and then I tried to smoke again, and I would just be anxious every single time I smoked again.
Makes you
But
think a lot.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I be in social settings, quiet than a bitch, not talking to
Mm.
nobody. Don't talk to me. I don't want to know about nothing. Don't even try. I don't feel like it. I'm gonna say some weird shit. Don't even come over here. Don't even make eye contact. I'm eyes down. Get me out of here mode.
That's so funny. I'm the exact
But
opposite. I smoke and I'm like, yo. My wife's like, you smell, bro, and I'm like, I don't care. Anyway.
yeah, I feel it though, cause like being so cool with the fact you're you and you're working on you and you're just doing you. You is all you can do. You is what you need to do in a
Yeah.
social setting. Because otherwise, like, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna feel like you have to be something when you don't. You
That
have to be
point.
you.
Yeah. And yeah, you can't. It's so hard to consciously be yourself. That's such a struggle.
It is weird, isn't it?
It's a weird thing to do. And another point that kind of ties this into music is, I don't know where I've heard this before, and then after this we'll play some music, and then we'll hop off. The I find that when I'm making music, that when I go back to what you were saying about the theme thing, I love that, because if you have the general theme but you're not focused on, I have to use this type of percussion, I have to use this sample pack, I gotta use this type of kick, which I've been there. When you allow the song to write itself,
Hmm.
that's my version of a muse. So a muse to me is allowing the song to write itself by following what you were saying before. What sounds good? You know what sounds good. Trying
Mm-hmm.
to piece it together outside of the actual DAW in like in your head or in
Right.
theory, it it sometimes it works because there's formulas and you get good at it kind of thing as you grow. But
Sure.
every song that I've loved has always come from starting with just one sample or one idea or one theme and just letting the song go there. So filling in the blanks. It's like a coloring book to
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
I really like to just
Yeah.
draw the outline and then let the song kind of show me what colors I need to draw in.
You play the demos.
Bet. Yeah. All right. Hold on. I'm not gonna mess this up because I'm gonna share it with you first.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna share. What's gonna play it though? That's the question. I'm gonna hit. Oh, it's gonna be iTunes. So let's do that. Wait. I think we already played this. Hold up. And
I'm
secondly,
sorry. I just think this is hilarious. I want to share it with the stream. My girl sends me like pictures
hold
of her
on. Hold on.
nails. She
Hold
goes,
on. Hold on. It's not. It's not showing you. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
"Am I back?"
No, you're not. Now you're back.
So my girl sends me pictures of her nails because she just got them done. And she goes, "She's back." And then this is the GIF I send in response.
Is that money?
No, it's like him taking cards out.
Oh. Ta-da! Dude, that's hilarious. That's a good relationship right there. That's beautiful. I love that shit. All right, this is fucking me up because I went to go play it and it was coming through my MacBook speakers, which that's not right. Oh, that's why, because it's set to that. I didn't. That wasn't okay. Anywho, back to what I was doing. Sharing with iTunes. We might have heard this one already though. This is the he might have just resent it, so I'll stop it if that's the case. Let's see, movies, music. There we go. Go live.
Not sharing with the brother. Okay, all right, there we go.
Yes. Okay.
The RG Blues.
Hit play. So this is the open verse challenge, but I can't. It might be the one we've already heard.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
Varsity trapping, no Letterman. Strawberry daiquiri setting in. We left it short like a peppermint. Yeah. I listen to the devil on my shoulder. Ran into an angel, ran her over. Car drive itself, no chauffeur. Prices going up like a post. Bitch, listen to me, I'm a coach. Stepping on necks like a roach. Boy, watch your hope, I'm a pro. I'm a pro.
Yeah, we did hear this one already. But there's another one. Let me get that one.
Still shout out to that person.
Yeah. All right. This is. Let me find the artist name. Hold on.
Heartbreak.
Yes. Heartbreak Hotel by Chill E. Oh, Chili is the same person that just. Same person. So I like this track. It's a good track. I would like to hear more variation in the 808 and drums and a little bit more hi-hat, like percussion change. Well, more hi-hats in general. I would like to hear like like a little bit more of the high end snappy stuff, but overall, a really chill track. I liked it a lot.
I like the melody a lot.
That's smooth. It definitely wanted me to sing
I honestly
Heartbreak.
see like myself hopping on it, which is tough. But
Yeah, no, it definitely makes me want to sing about heartbreak. That's for sure. I feel like I could be like, ooh. It gives me that Post Malone. What was it, Post Malone? Ooh, I fall apart. There's a remix of that song, and I mean this original is good too, but that part, his like second verse, I forget what part of the song it is, but he's just like where he goes like on a huge belt. I can't remember it now, but I used to sing that in the car, and my wife would be like, "What the fuck?" Because he's singing about like pain and shit, about like a girl hurting him. He's like, "You cut too deep and you left it," like that part, and she's like, "What are you doing, bro?" I'm like, "It's not you, it's me." Anyway.
like I did it to myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's always I did it to myself, man. Time is I've known my wife for over 12 years. That's crazy.
That is wild.
That's so nuts, man. I still remember the day we met, and that's not some like ushy gushy love shit. That's just I have memory for those like key moments because they were so in the moment, and I think that goes back to what you're saying about just living in the moment, because all these things that happened, me meeting my wife, me ending up where I am in music, all these things are when I allowed myself to be me, loved me for being me, and then also was okay with wherever I was in the moment, but still remained positive and intentional with progression. I mean, I've never been one to sit idle, so it's just who I am, but I think that that's a huge key to being successful, is not ever... Oh man, I almost just said not ever giving up, and that's just so not it, because I think you should give up in some cases. There are people that need to give up on some of their dreams, but I think that as long as you are looking to achieve multiple, like, I guess what I'm getting at is if you only are shooting for this one big goal and you don't set little goals along the way, it's really even if you get it, you're not going to be happy. Because they've shown in like scientifically, you'll just get depressed because all your whole life existence was to achieve this one thing, and then if you achieve it at 40, what? Sure.
So, yeah, I mean, it should always be bigger. It should always be like there should always be an intangible.
Yeah, there should always be something bigger than you, something that if you can accomplish your dreams alone, your dreams are too small. I'm the first one that's going to tell you to dream and dream big, because that's how you really do accomplish great things. However, I have seen in certain situations, and myself included, there are just things that I'm either not good at or require so much energy and resources from me that it doesn't make sense for me to pursue it anymore, because I can be good at anything. And I think that goes for pretty much anyone that puts their mind to it. I'm not that special in terms of my ability to just learn and pick things up, but you just have to know when enough is enough. And that kind of goes back to what we were talking about, is knowing yourself enough and knowing your circumstances enough to be able to say, like, this isn't working for me right now. It's okay if it's not working right now. You can come back to it. And that kind of goes back to letting yourself go through seasons in life and not like holding on to this whatever rope.
Man, I have one tidbit to add to that, and I want you to play the next one.
Okay, do it.
Usually, the things that aren't working right now are because they're not meant for right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be a couple reasons. Primarily, people tend to do things because they don't believe in themselves enough to do what they should do in that moment. Prime example. And it won't even necessarily appear that way, because you might be doing something that, like, an example for me was I built a business when I should have been working on my music career because I didn't believe in myself as a artist.
That part, bro. You and me both. That's so gnarly.
You know?
Fuck. You really do have to believe in yourself. Like, a lot. A lot. And it not all the time, every day. I mean, doubt's natural. Just enough to keep going.
Don't right because here's the thing, like confidence comes from doing shit, from succeeding, from awards, money, what like confidence comes from trophies. But you can't even get there if you don't have a little bit of belief. Just a little. You know what I'm saying? Like if you believe that somewhere in the world somebody just fell over right now, then you can believe in yourself because both are just as likely.
I think there's a
Like that's all the catalyst that you need. Just a little bit of I could probably maybe somehow get this done if I try a little bit. Oh, okay, cool.
well, that's
Go for it.
the faith of a mustard seed, as they say. But it's
I've never heard that.
you've never that's a biblical reference, man. Yeah, the faith of a mustard seed. You only need this much faith to move a mountain. This much.
Mm,
It's the faith of a the faith the size of a mustard seed is I don't know the whole quote. I'm not even gonna try. But basically, you only need this much hope, faith, whatever belief in yourself. And I know that the faith in mustard seed is a God thing, but it works for you too. If you just have this much belief, like you just said, in your ability to make it through, that's all you really need. That and the persistence to get through it and not give up. And then and then just reevaluate. I think we get in this trap of, well, I've been doing it for so long, or it's really important to me now, like we have to get it done, and it's the harder we try to hold on to it, or the harder we try to reach for it, the further away it gets. And again, it goes right back to what we were just talking about, just letting it be. And when it's time, it'll just fall in your lap, and it'll almost be funny. You'll find yourself cackling like a madman because you're like, I fought for this for so long, and then I just walk out of my front door and it's sitting in my front door.
It's funny because it's like, okay, so obviously I listen to rap music more than any other genre, even though I do listen to other genres. And a big thing in rap music is bragging. And guys love to brag about how all this shit came to them and they didn't even have to try. And I used to be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Makes so much sense now.
Yeah, that actually is true. I never even thought about that. You just get what you. So this goes back to what I thought I had earlier. Is I think that there's part of it is fate, part of it is chance. I also believe that part of it is the ability to influence your situation. And this may be too like out there for some. I personally believe that you can influence your situation with thoughts and energy and vibrations, because we are all energy and vibrations. So I think that by thinking in a certain energy wavelength and thinking, I don't mean thinking positively. Toxic positivity drives me up a wall. If things are shitty, it's okay to think that they're shitty and say they're shitty. But I mean, in terms of being focused on a goal and being open to it, however you get there, and then just so it's just so important to have that. I think
I call him like, so I think I'm always on this wave of like my highest standard. Like I try to constantly think on the level of my highest standard for myself, and then on top of that, to what you're just saying or what you were just saying, I have like what I call the that'd be nicers, you know, like random shit that like that'd be nice, but I'm not really tripping if I do it this way or get there that way or get there at this date but that'd be nice, you know. And then there's like there's big shit and there's small shit, and I almost have always like unintentionally accomplished my that'd be nicers because I don't try. I don't have to think. Like I just put them out there into the universe and hold myself to this standard of, okay, this is what the best me would do. Super soup. And typically, if that'd be nicer, usually shit turns out better, because when you think about it, you're like, okay, this is what I think I want. But then you do what you're supposed to do in life, whether you know how to do it, you know, you do what you're supposed to do in that moment, because that's all you really know how to do. And by the time you get to the point where that'd be nicer comes around, the thing is usually better because you didn't know how nice it could be back then. You know?
Damn. That, man, that's crazy. That goes back to that story that I was telling you about, where you just kind of have to let things be in terms of the farmer, where the farmer was like, oh, your horse ran away, it's awful, and he's like, maybe, and then his horse comes back and there's 2 horses and they're like, oh, that's so great, he's like, nah, maybe. It's like being and I know that that's more about like your perception of things, but that's along the same lines of thinking, and just being open to the possibility that it could be even greater than you're thinking right now. And and I love to tell people this and my people, including myself, I tell myself this a lot. If you have the thought, what if it goes wrong? My question to you is, what if it all goes right?
Bro, okay. All right. See, we'd be on the same. Okay.
You feel me? You get me?
What's this? Burning Pieces.
Yeah, let's do it. It's gonna play. Yeah, let me see. Okay, let me turn this bitch up. I love this. I love this so far. The visualizer art is so sick. Does it move though, or is that just me tripping? No, it's moving.
I think it is.
Yes, it had. Dude, it is. Okay, it is. I was like, fuck. Hold on. Let me move this up real quick. Oh shit! Hold on. It's not coming through on this side because I forgot to switch the.
What is this?
This is dope. I love this.
Stendhal Flu, Burning Pieces.
Okay, so
Stendhal Flu.
This is Google Chrome. On the.
What is she cutting? Lemons? Okay.
Yeah. It's a bar. Here, I'm gonna make it bigger so that everyone can see. I'm gonna switch the. This is a great. I'm glad that there's a YouTube video with this. This is sick. Okay, that's too far. Hold up. One more down. 2 more down. 3 more down. 4 more down. Okay, got it. Yeah, boy, let's go. Okay, so now I'm gonna make it big, and now I'm gonna hit play. Dude, when she was sitting on the couch, that fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was like, ah. Whoa. Bro, this is sick. Oh, it wasn't the girl, it was him. It was sitting on the couch. Hell yeah. I think this is 2 songs or more. It sounds like there's 2 songs being mixed. So if it's not, it could be. But this.
Does it say it's 7 minutes?
It does say it's 7 minutes. Yeah, I was gonna jump a little bit, just in the interest of time. But this music video is super well shot. It's so well shot, and just it matches the vibe of the song so well.
Perfect.
It's like a mini movie.
Pause it real quick. You know what this reminds me of? That little meme of the kid in the club.
Oh yeah, the yeah. That's actually a good one for this. I love this. This is so this brings me back, like not brings me back. I'm not back to Florida when I used to go out a lot more. Because this was Miami, bro. Like this was this type of music, this type of vibe. Like that was me on that couch, bro. Like I've been that person, just like tripping around the club, like what the fuck. It's like it's so sick. Let me go a little bit further and then we'll end it. Oh, this person's on the ground. Oh no. Whoever shot this is awesome. So, wow, the casting is so well done for this. Dude, I'm inspired. I want to go out and shoot some film like this. This is awesome. Bravo. So cool. Stendhal flew. Bravo, man. I'm going to go ahead and hit subscribe on this B.
Thanks.
Yo, that was fire. I loved it. Great job. If you're watching or if you watch this later, fire. I would definitely love to collab. Yeah, I think that's it for new stuff. Let me double check, but
that was the sickest music video I've seen for something like that type of music, I think, ever.
Yeah, there's a lot of so that style of music, the type of music videos that usually go along with it are not, it doesn't require that, which is why so few people do it. But I love the fact that they took the time to film such a, like I said, it was like a mini movie. Like I wanted to know the characters' backstories and like what they were doing on that, like where did they, oh god. Okay, cool. I would love to hear more of that. So I'm excited to check out more of Stendhal Flew. And thanks, Chili, for sending in Heartbreak Hotel as well. That's an awesome beat submission as well. And
thank you,
Weatherman. Yeah, good job, y'all.
You played whatever that is.
This is, I downloaded it. This was the one. I don't know why. I think I just hit like download, but yeah.
Oh, I see. That's the one. Okay, got you.
Yeah, that's it for me, man. I'm gonna crash early tonight.
Understand. Let me
send me something.
I want to send you this song I was talking about, writing half, freestyling another half.
Oh, you have it recorded?
No, it's damn near done. I need to give it its final mix and master, but it's the next thing I'm dropping.
Oh shit!
Exclusive Rec Center preview.
Let's do it. All right. Are you gonna play it? Or are you sending it? You said.
I'm gonna send it to you. Texting it. Laura, she blows.
Let me open up. Okay. Got it. Irax. Love it. Love it. That's a badass name. All right, cool. Hold up. You can't hear it, can you?
No.
Okay. I think I can download it, or maybe it'll let me open it in. Why doesn't it just let me open it? Hold up. I don't understand why it doesn't let me. Oh, open with music. It's not called iTunes anymore. It's called Music.
Right.
Whack. What the fuck is wrong with you, Apple? All right. Now I have to share it with you so you can hear it. Change windows. Oh, I didn't even know that was an option. I don't have to stop sharing. I can just hit change windows. What the fuck?
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's beautiful. Look at this. Bing bong.
You're learning new things. Look at you.
I'm
so impressed.
I'm proud of me. First HVAC, now Discord and music. Good stuff.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna hit play now.
Okay.
You can hear it though?
Yeah.
Is that Peter Griffin? Oof. Hold up. Run it back, hold up. No, for real though. I actually have to run it back because I forgot to share it with the people.
Okay.
But it's cool though because I actually want to hear it again. Application capture is not messages. I don't need y'all looking at my message. The fuck.
It's funny, they just seen us vibing like 2 minutes.
Right? Yeah, that's all that matters. I got this. Is it music? It's music. Okay. And then it's on my small screen. Yeah, bing bong. There we go. Ayo. All right. Let's run it back.
I could be up a whole M, wouldn't tell a soul. Don't come around the army with your hoes, we confiscating those. Turn to a happy couple in the friends, your fiance got throat. Won't nobody around when I was down, so I be playing broke. She freaky and she thick, old girl from Texas, better than Alexis. Whoa, staying protected, y'all like STD infected. All these burnt up hoes and bitches, and I don't just mean the women. Really, I'm just disappointed and really make me sad. I'm like, damn, Cougar got cut off. Damn, young bitch wasn't enough. My new number one got creamy pussy, real Alfredo sauce. She wake me up to eat me up, then cook me something to eat. Say she love me, say that she belong to me, and I'm her king. I got real life, say so, pay the plug and pesos, money play the. I don't argue with my bitch, no. Go come shake that shit, then mama gay. I hope you don't think I'm a player, baby. What you capable of on foes? I'm not easily impressed, that's why her back bending like that. I make Middle Eastern money from my phone, that's Iraqs. I put bitches in their place, they don't even try to talk back. Fucked her till she fell over, then put my foot up on her back. But you surprised or something? We don't do no nice to meet yous, we don't like no one. You been training all your life, but you can't fight no gun. I ain't let her break my heart, but she done broke my lungs. Trust issues running deep, I don't think I'm fixing these. That hoe don't respond till you throw money, she speak twerking these. I'm like, did you work for these, or you just had to flirt for these? Look money in my bag, then bring it home, like get some groceries. I could be up a whole M with
God damn, dude.
Fuck.
Love that hook though.
So I be playing bro. She freaky and she thick, old girl from Texas, better than Alexis. Whoa, staying protected, y'all like STD infected. All these burnt up hoes and bitches, and I don't just mean the women. Really, I'm just disappointed in
Damn, bro. I love that.
Thank you.
That beat's different, man. It's got like a it's got somewhat of a throwback retro feel, but still like it makes you want to tip on fofos.
Yeah.
Swerve a little bit, you know.
That's the exact energy I want.
Yeah, I definitely want to go swerve in the lanes, slow, in downtown Texas. I like that you use that line from Texas. But my favorite though is creamy pussy Alfredo sauce. That's the shit right there. The visual for that is just like.
That's wonderful, right?
Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah. And then of course the Iraq's one making. What is it making?
That's it. I make Middle Eastern
money. Was that freestyle or was that the shit you wrote down?
No, yeah, I just came up with that on spot.
Whoa, dude, that shit made me fucking lose it. It's so good. It's so good. Like, that's it. That's the one.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah. Good job, bro. I'm excited for that one to come out. Thanks for sharing, man.
Go get some rest tonight.
You do the same, sir. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. It's Friday, almost. So
it is Friday. I should have a wonderful weekend. I hope I do.
I hope you do too. And you know what? Make it great, regardless of whether or not the weekend wants to treat you right.
Iraqs,
baby. Let's go. Peace out.